Hello ladies. We have a fairly short lesson for you today because what you are learning, lesson 26 in Latin for Americans, is one new tense. So you're going to be learning the imperfect tense and you're going to learn how to form it for all of the conjugations. So you'll learn for first, second, which follows a similar pattern, third, and which follows a different pattern, and third IO fourth, which follows a third different pattern. Okay? All right, so let's talk a little bit about what this new tense is, okay? There are 6 tenses in Latin, and you have learned up until this chapter 3. You have learned the present, which tells you that the action is happening now. You've learned the future, which tells you that the action is going to happen, right? It's going to happen at some point in the future. And you've learned the perfect, which tells you a past action that has been completed. Okay? Now that's important because the imperfect is another past tense, but it tells us incomplete or continuous past action. Okay? So you have to translate the perfect tense and the imperfect tense differently. Okay? So we translate the perfect tense using to love as our example. I loved, or I have loved, okay? That is not how we translate the imperfect. The imperfect is translated, and again, I'm going to use love as my example, was loving, used to love is another acceptable translation of the imperfect. One that a lot of textbooks use and a lot of translators use that's not my personal favorite, but it is acceptable, is kept on loving. Okay, because it gives you that idea that the action that happened in the past was continuous, right? It happened over and over and over again. Okay, and actually, the imperfect tense is very easy to form. I give you each of the 3 different variation patterns. And for the first, second conjugations, all you need is your present stem. Remember that, sorry about that, a little announcement that I had to quickly pause over. Remember that the present stem for first, second conjugation verbs ends in a vowel. So you don't have to add anything. You just have your present stem and then you add the imperfect endings, which I have highlighted over here. The imperfect endings are bom, bos, bot, bomus, botus, bont. So it even sort of rolls off the tongue. And if we follow the If You Wish Upon a Star melody that we've been using to help memorize the endings, you have bom, bos, bot, bomus, botus, bont. So it even fits our little rhythm that we have. Okay, third conjugation, you need the present stem. Present stem does not have a vowel on the end of it, so you need to add the long E and then the imperfect endings. Third IO fourth, present stem, and then you add IE because it's third IO and fourth. You always have to keep your I, and then the imperfect endings. So there you go. That's how you form the imperfect tense. Now, I'm going to give you an example of one verb from each conjugation. I want you to write them down in their entirety, the imperfect tense at least. You know, even though I'm going to go a bit quickly through this. So our first conjugation verb, let me go back. Our first conjugation verb, amo, amare, amawi, amatus. Present stem, remove the RE from the second principal part, which gives us the present stem, ama, and to that we add the bom, bos, bot, bomus, botus, bont. Okay, so ama bom. I was loving, or I used to love. Either one of them are perfectly suitable translations of the imperfect. I'm a boss, you were loving, you used to love. I'm a bot, he was loving, she was loving, it was loving. He used to love, she used to love, it used to love, so on and so forth. I'm a bomus, we were loving or we used to love. I'm a botus, you were loving or you used to love, or y'all, you know, if you're from outside of DC, which I am. And I'm a bont. They were loving or they used to love, okay? That easy. Second conjugation, again, video, videre, weedy, wesus. We get our present stem from taking the RE from the second principal part, so we get wide, and to that we add the bom, bos, bot. So wide bom, wide bos, wide bot, wide bomus, wide botus, wide bont, okay? Third conjugation, remember for third conjugation, we have to take the entire ERE off the second principal part. So our present stem is ag, but if you follow those instructions from the, well, the first slide that had information on it, not the title slide, you will see that we have our present stem plus a E with a macron plus bom, bos, bot. So that's what we have here. Age bom, age bos, age bot, age bomus, age botus, age bot. Bont. Sorry, I don't think that sounded as clear as I would like for it to. Third IO, again, take that ERE off the second principal part. Our present stem is cop. We add the I and the E with the macron. So copie bom, copie bos, copie bot, copie bomus, copie botus, copie bont. And then our fourth conjugation, again, we need our present stem plus the I and the E. So audie bom, audie bos, audie bot, audie bomus, audie botus, audie bom. All right, that's it. That's our lesson for lesson 26. Do remember to do your paradigm over break. It will have all of the tenses and voices, or excuse me, the tenses that you know. So it'll have 4 tenses in the indicative, 1 in the imperative. And I will answer any questions you have after break. Have a very, very restful week, ladies. Walete.